Hey, everybody. How's it going? Let me turn off the chat here. And let me get the chat out here. And only 4 people here? Edie Murray, Gorley Homestead, Granny Frammy. Hey, Rennie. C'est moi, Patricia Furby, or just Furby, and Terry White. And Patricia is on her way in, Patricia Furia, and Teresa Tabor. Okay, let me just do this. Get my chat to pop out. Bring it on over here. And then go to live chat. There we go. I'm doing carrots. Right now I'm just how's everybody doing? Right now, I'm just going to peel them and cut them to the size I need to for my chopper. So I'm going to keep all these other parts because, of course, they're going to get washed. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Susan. Did you see a picture of my jars? Raph Jolie, God bless that little girl. She went to Canadian Tire yesterday and got the one in Maniwaki, which is far up north, so maybe not where too many people do canning, right? And it's a sparsely populated area too. And she got their last 7 cases. 4 of them were for me. So God bless her. And she said, anytime you want any help canning or anything like that, you just call me. God bless her heart. And I adopted her. She's one of my kids now. Got lucky. Katya did carrots last 2 days. Hey, Steven. Now, this is what I mean when I say these are deer carrots. Some people call them juicing carrots. They're just, imperfect carrots. They're imperfect carrots that don't look nice in carrot selling bags. So they sell them for like juicing carrots or canning, or deer carrots, we call them. So I'm just going to sit here and peel while we talk. Yes, I just did. Yes, I just did. She's so excited. We had a lovely talk. Lori McKenzie, tomatoes really beat me up this year. I have so many cuts and burns from them. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. You got to be careful. Because if you nick yourself while you're peeling or dealing with tomatoes, the acid in the tomatoes will burn your hands and then it will spread. And it will weaken your skin. Right? You might want to try wearing gloves next time. Surgical gloves, maybe? Whoops. Lisa Martin. Yep. Those are the same ones I saw in Brooklyn at supermarket. Yeah. I just, wait a second. Oh, hang on a second, folks. Good luck, baby. Trip zips. Oh, shoot. Folks, I'm sorry. Hang on. Good luck. There you go. Sorry about that, folks. Howie's going on to his 3rd round. So he just, where's Dallas? Dallas! How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Raph. I was just telling everybody I'm really pissed I didn't get a selfie with my new daughter. Did you see the picture, Raph, for the thing? It's the jars. That's how excited I am. Right now, I'm doing carrots. So what's everybody doing today? Oh, God bless Briar, eh? he's working up here this weekend, so I'm driving him to and from. And I got into work this morning, and of course I went back to bed because it's Saturday, and I got up around 10:30. And then I phoned him and I said, I'm coming to get the carrots. And he said, Mom, I said, what, you want me to make you a couple of bologna sandwiches? And he said, oh, I was hoping for something. I said, how about some chicken burgers? Because we bought chicken burgers for this weekend for us because it's easy and I don't need to cook. So I put 3 chicken burgers on the New Wave, and then I got out the buns. And I did mayo on the lid, then baby spinach, then a big slice of fresh tomato. And then I New Wave the chicken burgers and I folded them all. He lifted up a bag of carrots to put in the truck for me, and he said, oh, Jesus. I said, oh, it's not that heavy. And he said, Mom, it's really heavy. These carrots are really dense and heavy. And he said, leave it in the truck till I get home. Don't try and lift it. He said, you can't lift that. I'm not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds. Pretty sure this is between 35 and 50 pounds. But anyway, he put it on the floor in the back of the truck. And when I got out, I'm like boob level with the back seat. So I just hoisted it up onto the seat and then put it on my shoulder. And I got it to the railing on the steps, and I just laid it on the railing, and I went up the steps, and then I got to the top step and I did it again, and I just dragged it into the porch. I got her done. Just had burgers delivered for hubby and get free children's burgers for free. They're so big, I get 4 meals out of 2 children's burgers. Our grocery store is the best at prepared food. Oh, that's awesome. Got rain last night. Is that a good thing? This is the first day it's been sunny in a couple of days. And so Howie's pretty sure he's going to be home tonight or tomorrow morning because he's pretty sure I think they're running 2 races today because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So how's Patty Furby today? And my Dallas? Did you beat back the Rain Blues there, Stephen? So today I am doing carrots. And when I get them on the dehydrator, I will start making my freezer lasagnas. Do you want a video on freezer lasagnas? Because I'm making freezer lasagnas. Sue's got fantastic news today. My youngest son and daughter-in-law sold their house in Everett. What does that mean? That's good news because are they moving closer or yeah, this is staying unlisted from now on, folks, because I couldn't even leave it open for 15 minutes or even for 3 minutes without trolls coming in. So that's what you said. Your kids sold their house. Does that mean they're moving closer? We always want videos. Well, I will be, once I get off here, I will be working on this video. But of course, it's going to take a couple of days, folks, because it's going to take a while to get all these carrots cut up, then blanched, then dehydrated, right? So, you know, and then it's going to take a few days. So I will do my lasagna video. Picked in the rain yesterday and this morning. I hope you weren't picking among your beans in the rain. Oh no, the beans are done, aren't they? Mine are going to seed, and it's really hard not to pick them because I've discovered a new way to cook fresh beans. I call them butter beans, right? Garlic butter beans. And what I do is I blanch my fresh beans, and just until I boil them for like a minute, and then I strain them, and then I put butter and minced garlic in the pot, in the empty pot, and get it sizzling, and then I drop the beans in and just give them a quick stir, and then put a lid on them and let them soak up all that garlic butter stuff. Oh my goodness. That is something to behold. See this, folks? This is all going to get washed to go with the 2 bags of celery ends. And I'm probably going to do 2 bags of carrots this year. So, Mama Bev, if you need help with carrots, I can help you. I'm done with my dehydrated carrots. Already? Where did you get yours? Because there was a gas station on my way home between Gracefield and Kitty Ganzibi. They had hundreds of bags. The pallet, there must have been 4 pallets, and they must have been probably 10 bags high, right? But I'm good, sweetheart. This will keep me busy. But thank you. Thank you. I like these rollers I got at the dollar. Not rollers. Jeez and crackers. Peelers. So far, it's a good peeler. I prefer like this because the other ones I have a tendency to pull it with my thumb and then it hurts my arthritis. So 1 bag in Bouchette and 1 in Delige. I did 2 25-pound bags. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing 2, and then I'm going to pull all my celery. Well, I'm this bag first, and then I'm gonna pull all my celery. I have decided to dehydrate most of it, but I am gonna can some celery. Need to ask, because I have a celery video from 2015, and Heather's already done one this week. Do you still want me to do a canning celery video? Yes. Have you made apple bread or muffins using dehydrated apples? Yeah, I recommend, if you're using dehydrated apples, you soak them for a few minutes, because they have a tendency not to get enough moisture from baking in the muffin mix. They have a tendency not to get enough moisture to rehydrate properly. So I would, pour some boiling water over them and let them sit for a minute, and then pour the water off and stir them in. That'll get them started. We always want videos. There you go. All right. You're welcome. So, I mean, seriously, dude. I had one year that once it was so big, it was almost twice this big. Okay, it was like that. And it was like that. And I shit you not, that 1 carrot did supper. I did it. I just looked at it and said, that's going to be supper. And Howie goes, no way. And I peeled it and I chopped it and I showed him how much I actually got out of it. And he went, wow. Birthday alert. Well, what's his name? And his official retirement date. Okay, so what's his name? Michelle. Jim. Happy birthday and retirement to you. Happy birthday / retirement to you. Happy birthday / retirement, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you. Don't get lazy. And many more. Mwah. No more retirements, though. Just many more birthdays. Happy birthday, Jim. Grape harvest is in full swing here. Yeah, I'm going to see if... I really don't need any. I have grape juice that I canned from wild organic grapes a couple of years ago still in my pantry. And if I really wanted to, I could make that into jelly because it's concentrate. So... make sure he has a hobby. Grape pie? What is grape pie? Do tell. I have never heard. Well, not true. In one movie I saw, there was a Southern woman, and she said, did you get his canary and his green grape tart? Now, the green grape tart fascinated me, but I've never heard anything about it. more about this green grape. I want to know more about this grape pie. Oh, I know, honey. I know. But I would be making raisins, right? But those grapes you got, they're not Concord grapes. Those are red grapes. So they look juicy and sweet and store worthy. Are you going to be selling some of them at the market? And are you going to make concentrated grape juice for sale? I have a video. Concord grape pie filling, my favorite. Well, how do you make it? Oh, he's a ham. Hey, I want to learn how to do that. I would love to have like a CB and a shortwave radio. I would just love that, because that would take my communication out there, but like to the places where people don't have maybe internet, or if the internet ever goes down or the phone lines ever go down, because we're all mobile tech now, right? Yes to both. Awesome, Stephen. Yes! Edie, please send me the recipe. I'll try anything new. Twice if I like it. I'll try anything once. Twice if I like it. Yes, please. connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. This is my day, kids. Carrots. Carrots, carrots, carrots. I can't decide whether to chop them or slice them in the KitchenAid thing. But either way, I think I'm going to slice them in the KitchenAid thing. If you can see the swelling in my wrist here, and it's finally going down, and this one was worse. It was not happy with all the chopping I did for the spaghetti. And it was really not happy with me climbing in and out of the coach and using the lever on the armchair in the coach. Oh my, I spilled water in the remote for my power lift chair, and I can't use it because it's in the sitting position, but it's too high off the floor for me to actually put my feet down. So my legs pull, and they pull on my back. Yeah, I'm going to have orange hands probably by the end of the day. So, imperfect carrot. I think it's imperfectly perfect. Why? Because it's doing... Oh, yeah, there was something tunneled in there. Can almost see through it. Hey, so-and-so. Hey, Candy. My wrists swell every time. Well, my son Arthur swears that I'm gluten intolerant. So come the new year, I'm going to go off gluten for a month and see if it does anything. And if it makes a big difference, my house will go gluten-free. That will be it. And I'm not going to try making gluten-free breads or gluten-free this or gluten-free that. Only because, like pies and stuff, why? Because all the additives that you've got to put in flours, guar gum, xanthan gum, all those things, they give me horrendous gas. And so I can't use them. So I just won't. I'll just stop using bread. You know what I mean? So. Oh, that's okay, Stephen. Freaky Friday was pretty cool. We didn't have any interruptions. Well, once my phone dropped it, but we didn't really we didn't have any well, it's blocked from YouTube because of copyright, but they didn't bother us until after the fact, which was really kind of cool. I hope they're getting the idea that just let me run and block the video afterwards. Oh. Ooh, that's a scary looking carrot. Just split. It's just split. And guess what? That split part peels off. Just like that. I've been off gluten for a couple of years. Doctor gave me water pills. Don't help. Quit using. They don't know what causes it. Well, my son was working in a call center, and he was using a computer a lot. And he lost the use of his hands from pain. He had to quit his job. So what he did is he did the research. Now, Arthur's very studious, to say the least. And he did all the research, and he took himself down to a diet of basic meats and vegetables, right? Basically, meat and broccoli and potatoes, right? And then when the pain left, like he went for therapy and stuff, and when the pain left, he started reintroducing things back into his diet. And the moment he introduced gluten, he said his arms froze. Like all the pain came right back and then some. So he said, Mom, you're my mother. Pretty sure I inherited this from you because my dad doesn't have these problems, right? So if I inherited it from you, where's your pain coming from, Mom? Think. He's like begging me, please, go gluten-free. Just try. So, hey, Mihi, never heard deer carrots. What's the difference from store-bought? Well, in some places like California and stuff, they call them juicing carrots. What they are is they're carrots that are imperfect, like this one. Wow, he looks pretty swag. I'm sorry, but I can't even look at it. Here, I just break that off. Just break it up in 3 pieces. They're imperfect carrots that don't fit in the grocery store bags. And you get them 35 pounds, roughly 35 to 50 pounds for like $8. They're just imperfect. They're absolutely fine. And in some places they call them juicing carrots. Here they call them deer carrots. Because, people buy them and then, to encourage the deer, right? Deer apples and deer carrots. It was swag. Is all I could think of. I just, there's what's left of his, there we go. So that's all they are. They're perfectly fine for home canning and dehydrating and juicing. They're just not, cute for what they show in the store. You know what I mean? They don't the machines can't fit them in the bags. So they get sorted. And the ones that, can't be sold as perfectly good table carrots, they sell them as deer and juicing carrots. There goes his swag wang. his swag winger, whatever it was. Perfectly imperfect, just like us. Anybody who thinks they got it all and have it all made, needs to look a little closer into their own hearts. Gracie, did you finish that rice? Sorry, guys. I don't want to shave my finger here because these are fairly small pieces. What size do I chop them? Well, I haven't decided. My friend Serenity Wolf, I am so blessed. My friend Serenity Wolf gave me a KitchenAid attachment that allows you to slice and shred. And because my wrist is really sore, I think I'm going to, instead of chopping these for dehydration, I'm going to, I'll probably cut them up in smaller pieces and put them through the thing. You know what I mean? Our stores do not sell them unless they are in 1 and 2 pound bags and perfect. Wish I could find these and big boxes of Romas, but they do not sell like that here. Where are you, Lee, roughly? Because, our stores, it's the big grocery stores. Like our IGA here is a big grocery store, but they wouldn't sell like that. We're talking about the big No Frills and Loblaws and Sobeys and Freshco. They always put them on sale. Dudley, Massachusetts. Well, that's sad, right? That's sad. Oh. We have Big Y Shaw's Market Basket. What's that? You might want to try roadside stands. Like, do you live in the country? Because that's where they sell these things. You know what I mean? Where we are, it's like every 10 miles or so you find somebody selling deer carrots and deer apples. And I'm pretty sure I might get some apples just to do applesauce this year. Because I'd like to try a applesauce pie. I don't know where I saw it or if I saw it in my dreams, but I want to make applesauce pie. We have some stands, but never enough to buy big boxes in bulk. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Are there any farmers in your area that you could, approach? Like, I know once there was a farmer down the road and they were selling corn at the end of their... Ooh, I almost put that in with my carrots. At the end of their laneway. And they, I said, how much for a bushel? And he said, what do you want it for? I said, canning. And he said, come back in 2 weeks. The sweet corn in the field will be too big to be eaten enjoyably. It's perfect for canning. So I went back. He said, take whatever you want. We filled the back of my station wagon. And it was a 1987 Buick LeSabre estate wagon. Those seats all folded down all the way to the front. Filled it. Oh no, we left the back seat there because we had the kids with us. But we filled the back of it, which had a rumble seat. We filled the back of it all the way to the roof. I mean, my turkeys and meat birds that year were the sweetest, juiciest birds I'd ever raised. But do not do Romas. Nope, no big farmers around here. They're slowly giving up and closing. It's so bad. Yeah, it is too bad. We got 2 pails of apples down the road, all organic, more applesauce. Well, I'm thinking of making applesauce. I have canned apples. And I have a lot of dehydrated apples. I still have like a half-gallon jar and another half of a half-gallon jar full of dried apples. And you know what? I've just been putting them in my porridge in the morning. I saw your video where you talked about stuffing all that. And yeah, it was. But I mean, it doesn't, because when I went into the driveway and I said, Howie goes, Bev, what kind of corn are you going to get for $1.50 a dozen? Because everybody was selling theirs for $3. And I said, I don't care what kind of corn it is. As long as it's sweet corn, I got that in the bottom. I got $1.50 in the bottom of my purse, pretty guaranteed. It was the most beautiful corn I ever saw. Most beautiful corn I ever saw or ever ate. And we had corn for 3 years. Did you see Heather from Needy Homesteader give you props and link your celery canning video? Yes, I did. And you know what? I now remember that when I did that celery video, I had to do a lot of research because there was not a celery canning video on YouTube at the time. So I'm going to say this. Mine was the first. And so when she shouted me out, it was like, oh, God bless you. You remembered. There was the only I was the only one who canned celery on YouTube at the time. Picked my first apples. Oh, my apple trees need to be cut down and let them start over. Oh, is Raph still here? Raph, are you still here, baby? According to the NCHFP, you cannot can celery by itself. Let's have a talk about the different DA canning book and Rebel canners. Now, I hope everybody remembered just what I said. Okay, let's talk about this. Pay no attention. to the woman behind the fan for a minute because my hands are getting really sore. Heather is amazing. Heather is an amazing woman. What she does on a daily basis and the fact that she, I love Heather. I just love her. Now, let's first address the books, the official books and websites that tell you what you can and cannot can. Okay? They told me I couldn't can pumpkin. Now, what they're telling you, let me describe the difference between an experienced canner, a newbie canner, and a rebel canner. Okay? Because I'm in between rebel and experienced. Okay? I canned pumpkin. I canned it in cubes. Pretty sure I'm one of the first ones who did that on YouTube too. Okay? Because canning pumpkin puree can be dangerous. Have you opened a can of canned just plain pumpkin from the store? It's thick as a brick. The stuff is so viscous that home canning that would be dangerous because our pressure canners are not designed to penetrate that deep into something that thick. So they say, no canning pumpkin puree absolutely whatsoever. You want to hear a little bit about the Rebel canner? I can pumpkin puree, but I make sure it's the consistency of baby food. Why? Because then it's the consistency of applesauce. Okay? Why? Because the reason they tell you you cannot can pumpkin puree, no way, no how, is because they can't tell people this is the consistent. They can't guarantee that people are going to listen when they talk about the consistency of the pumpkin going into the jar. I can pumpkin puree. That's me. All right? I'm not telling you to. I do it for the simple reason is I have common sense and I've been canning long enough to know that what they're talking about is a viscosity issue, and I solve that problem and I'm done. Will I can cubed pumpkin this year? Yes. Will I can pumpkin puree? Maybe. Only because the canned pumpkin works, the cubed pumpkin works better for me. Because I don't have to make it into a pie. I can make it the consistency I want if I want to serve it up for supper. Okay. 8 kids total with steps, I believe. Cannot can now with hands. I really miss it. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, and debubble really well. I can pumpkin in cubes, but you don't see me putting out a video canning puree. You don't. Why? Because it's not an accepted method, and I don't want people thinking for the same reason it says in the book, because it's a viscosity issue, and I can't be sure that the people are going to understand what I'm saying when I say you make it like baby food. Thin. Right? So it's just easier not to show that. Right? But I do can cubes, and I'm hoping my Cinderella pumpkin will come this year because I want to do some cubes and I want to do some powder. I understood, Stephen. I understood that. So there is what the books tell you. All right? The books and the canning websites that are USDA approved or whatever they are, right? They have to make their instructions idiot proof so that they can't be sued. It's that simple. Well, we can't try, right? Because we'll get blamed if they screw it up. It's that simple. Until my last breath, sending love and hugs. I love you, Dallas. You just keep shining on. You are such an inspiration for so many of us. Please just keep shining on and don't hide that light under a bushel. So that's what I mean. So when it comes to canning celery, it's like, why not? It's a vegetable. And I had to go dig a long way to find how to do it. Right? So, you know what? I'm canning celery this year. I'm going to dehydrate more, but I'm going to can some too. Thank you, One Step, but still, don't trust me. Do your own research. If in doubt, leave it out. Okay? I don't show you certain things about how I can for that reason. Right? Oh, carrots. So I'll be making snowballs this year, and I'll be making shortbread this year, and I'll be making, peanut butter. I'll be making gluten-free peanut butter cookies for my, is it gluten-free? Yeah, it's just peanut butter, sugar, and eggs, right? I'll make my son some gluten-free peanut butter cookies for Christmas. And, because in the new year, I'm going to do my absolute best. And Howie's like, oh, you could still cook gluten stuff for me. I said, no. I said, that would defeat the purpose. I don't want to be anywhere near it, right? To get a true test, my household has to be gluten-free while I'm doing this. And I said, and besides, you go to work every day. You go to Tim Hortons every day. You can always get yourself a breakfast sandwich. You can always buy yourself a shawarma. You can always get yourself a sub or a burger. You have unlimited restaurants around you that you can fix your gluten fix with. But if I go gluten-free and it works, this whole house is going gluten-free forever. Alton's Brown's 3-ingredient peanut butter cook. Yeah, they are. It's peanut butter, sugar, and egg. That's 3 ingredients. I'm pretty sure I have a video on it. I'm telling you, folks, I have in excess of 2,000 videos. Just go to the web page, go to the YouTube page, click on the little, look up our half-acre homestead, and then on the page, click the search channel bar and put in a word like pumpkin or peanut butter cookies or canning or something. I'm pretty sure every video with that in the title is going to come up, and there is a lot of them. Because I just, I realized that not everybody goes back and looks at my older videos. So doing reruns of older videos is not a big deal because there's always new people. I got 200 new subscribers since yesterday. I'm pretty sure that's because Heather shouted me out because I went and looked at my old celery video and there was like 20 people going, hey, Heather sent me. Hey, Heather sent me. And it's like, hey, welcome aboard. Hi, so-and-so, one step at a time. Hi, Rose. How's it going, sweetheart? I spent a whole month watching every one of her videos, one after another. Binge watching. What, who, Heather? I don't blame you. That woman's a going concern. And her smile, she doesn't even have to smile. I don't even think she knows how not to smile. But her whole face is a smile. I mean, she could say, now listen, you don't do that. But it would come out like, no, you don't do that. Right? She just, mwah. Oh, it's starting to go orange. Oh, binge watching my videos. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I wish I had time to binge watch my old videos, but it would use up a lot of my data. But they say Bell 5 is coming. And I kid you not, if Bell 5 comes this far, oh, the fun I will have. Oh, the fun I will have. Oh. See? Now this guy's trailers for sailor and he's hitchhiking. Oh my goodness. Heather did a nice shout out for you and dedicated the episode. I know. God love her, right? I messaged her and said, when are you going to come to Canada? I know you got a camper. So maybe when the borders open, maybe I'll convince Heather to come this way for a week and hang out by the pool and do some canning or just hang out. She is a beautiful soul. That's for sure. Okay. So how long have we been on here? 41 minutes. Am I boring yet? Am I boring you yet? You're my go-to also. Well, thank you. I think are you talking to me, Stephen? I just am so glad that I found YouTube. For all I bitch about it, and for all I have fought so hard to keep my channel valid all these years. It's a part of my life now. 11 years, folks. 11 years I've been on YouTube. I know the first couple of years weren't much of anything, but you know what? Wow. I'm going to ask Howie for a new camera for Christmas, actually. I look forward to your videos each day. It's the first thing I do each morning upon waking. Ooh, almost put that in the... Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Never boring. Okay, thank you. Now that I've decided to put them in the slicer, I'm cutting them shorter. Well, thank you. It's the glasses. It's my face candy. It's the only makeup I can wear. Jewelry. Who said jewelry for my face? I love that expression. Hey, McCann's heart. How are you, darling? Hi, Paula. Under pressure. Pushing down on me. Pushing down on me. Hang on, folks. I don't want to skin my I have skinned my thumb before by peeling too fast. So what's everybody doing today? Well, know what I'm doing. Candy Olson, see you later, lady. Husband needs lunch. Have a great day, and thank you for the videos. You're welcome, sweetheart. You have a good day, too. Oh, see? Now we just, we got peg leg feet here. I'm just going to throw the little guy in there. Should have used my butcher knife, not my little one. I didn't realize how big some of these carrots were going to be. We need an electric whack chopper. What is an electric whack chopper? I have an attachment to my KitchenAid that my friend Serenity Wolf found at a yard sale and gave me. And it does really well at slicing carrots as long as you cut them in the right length. Making pickles. Yum. Oh my goodness. I would love some of those squashes, Stephen. God bless your bounty. There we go. Oh, I'm firing stuff all over the place here. Put new joke out there for you. Well, after this, I'm going to Connected Hearts on Facebook to read. Ah. Oh. All right. I'm just about done here for now. Oh, I got about 5 more carrots in here, 5 or 6 or 10, so I might as well finish them, right? Your videos have taught me a lot. Well, just remember, I'm only human and I make mistakes. So always do your own research. If something doesn't resonate properly with you, do your own research. Okay? Okay. Now, then let's talk about the real rebel canners. Bear Prepper was a rebel canner. She would can meatloaf in a wide-mouth mason jar. No. For starters, it was a ground meat. You don't can raw ground meat, ever. And secondly, she was doing it in quart jars. And thirdly, she was adding fillers, breadcrumb or whatever fillers. And there's people who will do that. There's a woman who cans rice, not dry canning it. She cans it with water. And it's like there's certain things you just don't do. An electric Vidalia chop wizard. Wouldn't that be nice? But you know what? I got enough gadgets. I really do. Although I would really like one of those electric pressure canners. I would really like one of those. But they're really hard to find right now, so I doubt I will be getting mine for Christmas. Unless it comes in stock at Wayfair. And I won't be ordering it for Arthur and Mel. I'll be ordering it for me. Never enough. I'm under my own name on there, Lee McLeod. Okay, I have posted some of my things I did so far. Thanks for all the help. You're quite welcome. Hi, Jessica. I have been wanting the electric one, too, for stocks. Well, apparently it's not approved for meat, but it would be really handy, for small batches of things. Oh, is Raph still here? I wanted to ask that. The website said not to until 2021 be back in stock. Wow. Why can rice when you can just make your own minute rice? Yeah. And it's so easy, right? I did a video on that. I cooked it with my home canned broth, the rice, and it was fat-free broth. And I cooked the rice in it, and then I dehydrated the rice. It's now instant. And when you rehydrate it with water, you're actually getting chicken broth. The Presto one, you can do meats in the electric one. Well, that's the one I want then. That is the one I want. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I don't get it for Christmas, I'll get it for my birthday. Right? But I'm getting it. Because there are times when I only want to can a small amount of something. Right? So, there you go. You are just too weird. Presto is the one I said is out of stock. Rose. I don't know about the Nesco one. I know they used to be, I think it was called Carry, and Nesco bought them out. You pressure cook. But do you pressure can it? Like, put the rice in a jar, add water, and can it. Hey, Raph! Listen, I got these. I got these. And I'm going to make, some root stock for my black currant bushes. Do you want some? They'll take 2 years before they'll bear fruit. But if I start them in the spring and then it'll be like 2 weeks. You just cut them off and take the ball off, and you take them home and you plant them, and you just look after them because it's new rootstock. Okay, I don't know. Not everyone likes black currants, eh? But I know they do. They do really well, and they are great with jelly. Okay, I will start some for you. I am okay, but fighting low-grade infection. I am taking colloidal silver. Smells like smoke in the house from all the fires in Spokane. God, I just wish it would rain. You know what I mean? Oh, anytime, sweetheart. Oh man, I'm really sorry that I got family in Los Angeles, and they said there's fires all around them. You know, that the air quality is so bad they have to stay in the house most of the time. You know, Bev, it has not rained here since the middle of June. Wow. Stubby. I'm just going to cut you off and throw you because you're going in the broth bowl. Ow. Oh, good. Oh, you love currants. Yeah, me too. They make the best jelly. They make my best jelly. Oh, what day is it? My brother will probably be coming up to visit me soon. I hope he gives me some warning. My house is, it's canning season, right? No, we've been praying for, the people with, in the areas of fire, and God, you need rain in the worst way. Massachusetts sucks on taxes, but is not so bad for natural disasters. Well, I'm just glad we don't live in Ottawa, because when Howie got this new job, they said, "Isn't that quite a drive for you?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's almost an hour." And they go, "Is that going to be a problem?" And Howie said, "Look," he said, "I live where I pay $600 a year in property taxes. And paradise is all around my house. It's worth the drive." I'm not, and the guy went, $600, right? I think he said he paid like $3,500 a year just in property taxes. Are you guys on evacuation notice, Susan? Yeah, canning season. Right? So my house is like, if you got dirty, if you need laundry, I'll do it. If you need food, I'll cook it. But everything else goes by the wayside until I'm done with, the seasonal stuff, right? Oh, Gracie, what? What are you barking at? I think she wants to come in the house. Wow. So, yeah. And our taxes, I think somebody's here. I'll be right back. Oh. Ow. Oh. Gracie. The hell? Gracie. What are you barking at? What? What? Nothing there. Nobody there. What are you barking at? Gracie, it's a bloody... It's birds. Get in the house. For the love of heavens. Get in the house. Get in the house. You are just a mouthy... You just... Yeah, that's all the flies in. Goodness gracious. I had to go and leave all my friends because you are barking at a bird. A bird in the bush. She's not used to seeing birds on the ground. What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? Huh? What am I going to do with you? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, baby. You're protecting me from the big, furry, feathery bird. It was a friggin' robin. It was a robin. Looking for the last worms of the season. Now give me a kiss and go lay down. Stop being a doofus. Do you have to pay for separate and fire insurance? Oh yeah. Canada, I live in the middle of nowhere. Okay? As I said, my husband has to drive an hour to work into the city. But our property taxes gets paid on our mortgage. When we pay our mortgage, we automatically pay our property taxes. And insurance is a whole other ball game. I pay $750 a month for home insurance, the coach, the truck, the car, and our license plates. I pay $750 a month for that. Oh, I know. Oh, I thought you were talking to me about fire. Was fire included? Oh. See, they're just not pretty. And yet, in the stores, I don't find carrots at all expensive. Long about February, usually, I don't know, Christ divided time in two. Just with his, Christ's impact on the world was so huge, it divided time in two. I think this world is going to see a new timeline called pre-COVID, post-COVID, before and after COVID. Now, before COVID, in February, grocery stores used to put on 5-pound bags of turnips, beets, and carrots and onions for like 99 cents or $1.99 or even $2.99 is good. And so I always end up saying, Howie, pick me up a couple of bags of rutabagas and a bag of carrots. And I always can them. But I'm still going to go to the farmer's market and see if I can't get some rutabagas. Unless they go on sale at the grocery store, because our grocery stores in Ottawa, most of the produce is product, they'll say right on them, product of Ontario or product of Quebec, right? Volunteer fire department with a tanker truck. Well, that's how we filled our pool. Is we pay the volunteer, it takes 4 truckloads to fill our pool from empty, and we pay the volunteer fire department $50 a load. And that just covers their gas and their time, right? But they're volunteers. So it goes into the volunteer fire department, kitty. Like they sell tickets for corn roasts and stuff. I don't know, man. We'll see. All I know is we gotta roll with the punches, right? We gotta stop focusing on the negative part of everything that's happening and mourning what is no longer here. We don't even know what's no longer here, right? And we just gotta focus on how we are going to, go forward from here in a positive way. And having a positive impact on your life and everybody. And when you work your life in a positive way, I'm a negative person. I know I'm a negative person sometimes. But when you put your life out into a positive way, it resonates. It catches. You know what I mean? Absolutely. One day at a time, and don't live in fear. If you were late and want a good laugh when you watch later after posted, go to 33 minutes or watch closely at this time on live. Why? 33 minutes. Okay, I'll do it. I will do it. Well, I'm letting my beans go to seed because I know these grow well here. So I'm letting my beans go to seed. I'm sacrificing all the last. I probably could have gotten 2 more pickings. But I'm letting them go to seed. And I've already started saving seeds from spaghetti squash and butternut squash. And if my Cinderella pumpkin does well, then I'll save seeds from that too. So I'm saving seeds. Also, when Howie digs up the potatoes, I'm going to have him put them back into one row. And 2 of the boxes I'm going to be planting garlic in. I don't think our potatoes did well, despite my fight. I want to plant broccoli. Oh, broccoli. Don't you mean kohlrabi? Anyone have luck with that? I've never had luck with broccoli because they get eaten a lot really bad by cabbage worms. And you have to use pesticides. It's or a whole lot of hand picking and keeping things. You know what I mean? So I grew broccoli once and it wasn't worth it for me personally. My guy says you do what you can and not what you can't. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think I'm going to try and do a couple of start a couple of small apricot trees. And so what if it's 10 years before I get fruit on my big tree, my big apricot tree? I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Should I do a video for you guys tomorrow from the stand, Bev? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to see that. You are saving all these videos for me, right? You're saving all these videos for me so I can do my, this is my friend Steven, hardest working urban farmer I've ever met, kind of thing. And he's living my dream. I have 2, 4, 5 carrots left. And then I got to go. Hi, Andrea Brooks. I'm more of a listener. Been watching past lives. Almost peed at your bread story this morning. 17 loaves. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. It's why I had to buy a bread maker when I did get and I don't have a bread maker anymore, but it's why I had to get a bread maker from a thrift store because Howie would not buy me one. He just could not fathom how a bread maker could make bread as good as mine. And that was that. Rapini. What's rapini? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Bev, are your potatoes going to be safe to eat with all the pesticides you used? I didn't use that much. I only dusted them like twice. Everything else was natural. And so I don't know. No different than grocery store potatoes. And those are sprayed with no bud or no nip or whatever it's called to stop them from sprouting. So I'm pretty sure mine are going to be at least as safe as I can make them. I got to pick my battles. It was that or lose all my potatoes because the bugs were voracious this year. It depends. I don't even wash them. I just spread them on a paper towel. I just take any guts off them. With a tomato, I just take a slice, like, when you get the heel and the top, I just take a knife. Say this is the top of tomato. I just take a knife and kind of scrape that onto a paper towel and spread it out and let it dry. And then I did it on a coffee filter last year, and that coffee, I just cut the coffee filter and put it in the soil, and it grew. So, it worked last year. It should work this year too, right? I was gifted 150 pounds of potatoes, swimming in them. Dehydrate slices, dehydrate little cubes, and can them. Can them. I'm actually going to try the potato flakes too. So that's a lot of potatoes, man. That's like 350-pound bags. That's a lot. I mean, yeah. Is there anybody you can trade some with? Like, say somebody else has lots of carrots or something, and you could swap out some stuff? Oh, yeah, and you can make freezer hash browns, too. You know what? I may just dehydrate some in grated pieces for hash browns. Like actually cook them to not soft, but cook them until you can grate them. But they're cooked, kind of like fork tender, but not cooked all the way through, and then grate them and dehydrate them for hash browns. Thank you for that. Oh God, Andrea, that would be. And then I'm not a huge potato eater myself, but I love being able to open a jar of potatoes from the pantry and make an easy potato salad in hot weather. So I'm hoping my canned potatoes whatever canned potatoes I do, will last me into the summer. Make a video on what? Everything I'm going to do with my potatoes this year? Oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do, because I've done the complete complete video of canning potatoes, but I think I might do like I did with my spaghetti sauce. I might just show you what I get from the garden, okay, and then how I use it all, right, in dehydrating and canning, and then show you the end result of all the canning and dehydrating. Like, I'll do a dehydrating video, I'll do a canning video, and in the end, actually, I'm doing a pantry video in next month. So I live in Saskatchewan. Anyone around here? Tried to do hash browns in the freezer. They didn't work well. Mine did. Potato pancakes. So almost there, guys. I got one more carrot after this one. Bud the Spud. That's a if you want a good giggle, Google the song "Bud the Spud" by Stompin' Tom Connors. Need to vacuum seal for freezer. All right, folks, this is my last carrot, and then I am going to go slice them and get them into water, and then I'm going to work on some more. And then I'm going to start dehydrating. You did vacuum seal. What's with applesauce? What are we talking about here? I blanched my potatoes for freezer hash browns. I par cooked them. I have a hash brown video, and I par cooked them, and then I mixed them with egg white and potato starch and spices, and then I baked them to a certain degree, and then I put them in the freezer. But I like the idea of dehydrating the cooked shreds. Flash freeze cubes, then vacuum seal and freeze. Oh, does that work? I've heard freezing potatoes doesn't work, but if you're blanching them, that might make a difference. Because I heard freezing potatoes doesn't really work well. Okay, listen, guys, it's been over an hour, and my pot of potatoes or carrots is empty because we were just talking about potatoes. So I'm going to close now and get some more work done. But for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual hug. This is a push of light, love, and positive energy we give to each other and to the world every day to try and help make it a better place, one light at a time, by removing our bushels from them. All right? So don't let the fact that I call my higher power God stop you from joining in with your faith and your belief system and your positive energy, okay? And if you don't want to stay, no judgment. All right? So hey, God, it's us connected hearts. And thank you, God, for helping me carry that big bag of carrots into the porch. I really appreciate it. And thank you for my son who put it in the truck for me. Keep Howie safe while he's at the racetrack this weekend. And that's all I got. That's all I got, God. But God, there's a lot of people out there. We are battling darkness that's getting louder every day, God, in dissent, in riots, in fires, in hurricanes, in politics. There's just so much negativity that surrounds us, God, that we need to just give a push, God. Use the energy we offer to spread more light in the world, God. Let us pray for those who can't pray for themselves. And please, God, look after our folks. You know, they mean so much to us, and we mean so much to each other that, we've become a family. So please, God, keep us united, keep us safe, keep us strong. Thank you, God, for letting us gather every day. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Miigwech. Blessed be. Whatever your salutation is, I'm just glad you were here to help us spread some more light. Because remember, the more light we shine, the less the darkness has a place to hide. All right? Take care. God bless. I got carrots to do. I love you guys.